Hello everyone. It's Ngozi and welcome back to my channel. All right, so I'm back again. Thank you all so much for showing me love on my last video on the reason why I'm not locking my hair. Y'all always show up, so thank you for engaging with that video. I'll make sure to put it down below. But as you can see, my hair is straightened. Yes, I'm still on the straight hair natural journey. It's about to be 4 months now. This is my third time straightening my hair. I did it June 1st, July 5th, and September 21st. Yeah, and usually I only straighten my hair twice a year. So I've already straightened it 3 times this year. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Ngozi Nwafor. I am a natural hair girly. I've been natural for 18 years now. Oh my gosh, it's crazy, majority of my life. And on this channel, I talk about all things natural hair, particularly type 4, 4C hair, wellness, and a little bit of lifestyle here and there. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about trimming, okay? And yes, I straightened my hair and I also got a trim, my second trim this year. And I was watching one of my older videos, 10 things I wish I knew before going natural. That was 3 years ago, y'all. I've been going strong on this and I'm so proud of myself. I've come a long way. But one of the major things I mentioned was trimming regularly. And I mentioned how often I trim my hair, it being my hair, twice a year. And my cousins always get on me when I tell people that, like, oh my God, that's not enough. Like, 2 times is not enough. So this year, I'm like, let me just try something different since like I feel like I kind of been like plateauing with my hair length, and I'm gonna try 3 times this year. So I was like, I wanted to just make like a video, just be one of the talking points, just like 3 things I guess I would change from that video, 10 things I wish I knew before going natural. When it comes to trimming, a lot of people have their different takes on it. When I had a perm, there was a lot of conversation about trimming your hair every time you got a touch-up or every time you permed your hair. And I believe I used to follow that, but I think it was a bit different because, you're putting chemicals in your hair. And even then, I think it was a bit much. So the idea is that, your hair grows about ½ an inch a month. All hair, irrespective of, race, ethnicity, on average. So if you're trimming your hair every 2 months, how are you really going to see length? You're not going to really retain length. And that's the argument I had 3 years ago, and I still stand on it. But I do agree 2 times may not be enough. I think 3 to 4 times I think is good, like quarterly. So I'm going to experiment with 3 times this year since my first trim was in June 1st, and to get 4 trims in the last 6 months of the year, I feel like it's going to be too much. So I did one in June. I did it in September. Then I'm going to do another one in December and keep you all updated, and then see like moving forward if I do like 4 times a year. And I also think why the last few years I've only been trimming like 2 proper trims a year is because I only allow my stylist that I grew up with to trim my hair, and I only went back home twice last year and the year before. So whenever I would go back home, I would straighten my hair, and that has been June and November of 2022, or no, it was April in 2022, but like in November of 2022 and 2023. So I've only been straightening my hair twice a year, and usually whenever I straighten my hair, I trim it because I only straighten my hair twice a year. So I'm excited that I'm doing a lot of things differently this year. And I feel like when it comes to natural hair, sometimes we get so stuck in our routines and we get so stuck in this like pattern, like I have to do it this way and I've been doing it that way. But like you've been doing things for a while and maybe you haven't been getting the results you wanted. Why not try something different? Like it can't really hurt, right? So this year I considered coloring my hair. I didn't. So I'm like, let me just go on this straight hair natural journey, really loving it, really enjoying it. I'm going to be trimming my hair more often. I started washing my hair myself more often. Y'all, I was looking at my deep conditioner in my closet earlier today, and it's like I had like 3 jars of deep conditioner I bought like almost 2 years ago, like on sale, like Black Friday, I think 2022, like a really good brand, Aunt Jackie's grape seed and like avocado oil deep conditioner. And I noticed I had so much of it left because I wasn't doing my own hair. So I was conditioning my hair, going to salons a lot. Like I wasn't really doing my hair at home. So since I started really doing my hair myself this year, starting like in April, like blow drying and washing my hair, I only have 1 container that's already used. Some of it is already used. So like by the end of the year, that deep conditioner is going to be done. And I bring up that point because one of the points I mentioned in my video from 3 years ago is to not be a product junkie, right? And I've come a long way. In the early stages of natural hair, I used to buy everything, every brand, anything that they marketed to me, anything that looked like it will make my hair grow or make my hair grow longer or make my hair, not as dry, I would buy it. And I donated so many products to my friends, my family members. I didn't work, So now I literally have one shampoo that's almost done that I bought when I moved to Texas over 2 years ago. Cream of Nature, like the red and orange one. And that's the one I still have, is almost done. And I mentioned in that video, keeping it simple, having one shampoo you use, one conditioner, don't get stuck in using expensive products. VO5 works for some people. VO5 is an inexpensive conditioner. Just keeping it as simple as possible, because a lot of times, especially with the thicker hair types, we want to solve a problem so badly that we'll buy into all the gimmicks and all the advertisement and the quick this, quick that. I used to follow so many of those channels, and I don't watch any of that stuff. Literally, grow your hair quick, clove water, this water, that water. I have MSM powder I bought over a year ago that I've used once. It is in my closet. I feel like I don't even have the patience, the energy, or the time, or the interest for any of it. I want to do things the right way. It may take me longer. It may not be as quick, but all those gimmicks and those get quick stuff, even when it comes to money, weight loss, hair, I'm not into it, because most times it's a scam and it's not what they say it is. There's always some caveat involved. And another point I wanted to reiterate is advocating for your hair. I mentioned in some of my last videos about my experiences about going to hair salons in Texas, Houston, Texas. I've been to 6 natural hair salons here in the last 2 years. And I do think that is hard. I get it. You don't want to step on people's toes. You don't want to offend people. But part of the reason why I started just doing my hair myself more is because I wasn't really liking the experience going to these salons. I wasn't really getting what I wanted, especially considering how much I was paying a lot of times, whether my scalp would be flaring up, whether it just wasn't what I was looking for, the braids weren't small enough, this and that. And trust me, I advocate. I'm not a shy person. I'm not afraid to step on toes, but it gets annoying when you're paying all this money, right? And you're not getting what you want. So it's always important, just as in life, not even when it just comes to hair, just to really not be afraid to say what you want and you need, and advocate for yourself, right? Because end of the day, it's I know that feeling of leaving somewhere and not getting what you want, and kind of being upset with yourself and that person because you weren't able to articulate it, or because you were afraid to say something. It doesn't make sense. If you don't like a service, if you don't like the way something was done, or you want someone to change something, say it. There's always the way you say it is important. You don't have to be rude or mean or condescending, but it's better that you let that person know than walk away upset and then go and start leaving comments or reviews or being nasty. To me, that doesn't make any sense. That's dumb. Just say how you feel, be for real. But I picked on those 3 topics from my previous video about things I wish I knew before going natural. But one thing, a new thing that I think I would add to this list, this list was made 3 years ago. The most important thing, or I guess where I wasn't thinking this way at that time, is that it's okay to change your mind about things, right? Because even in that video I rewatched, and I was like, I don't see myself perming my hair. Or you say certain things, there's a certain way I did my natural hair, the way that I, refreshed it and sprayed it. We evolve. I'm not the same person I was last week. I'm not the same person I was last year. And I feel like a lot of times, especially when you're online saying stuff and you have an opinion, there could be a lot of, oh, well, you said this before, now you're saying this, or you did this before, now you're doing that. People change. We evolve. We're human beings. That's one thing about life. Only thing constant in life is change. You're not always going to think the same way. You're not always going to feel the same way, and it's okay. And you shouldn't let people shame you or pressure you. So when it comes to, the natural hair thing, natural hair movement, being a natural hair girly, I think that we have to give ourselves permission to change our minds about things, and permission to just do things that fit with how we feel at the time and that make our lives, easier and just make us happy. I think a lot of things that women do overall sometimes can be to appease or to make other people happy, And we have to sometimes step out of that and think about, why am I really doing this? For example, when it comes to natural hair, am I wearing my hair this way because I don't want to come off as a trader, or I feel like committed to this movement, but I'm not really happy with the results. I'm not really happy with the way I look. I'm not really happy with how long it takes you to do my hair. Like, you don't need to do things to get people's approval. You know, make sure you're doing things because that's what you really want to do. And that's my motto, because, you know, I'm on a straight hair natural journey. Like I said, I may perm my hair next year, I may not. End of the day, it is what it is. It's my hair, it's my life, my decisions. And I think that we need to stop trying to put people in a box. I think that's the thing a natural hair community does that's very frustrating and annoying. They love boxing people, and why it's become a little bit toxic, and a lot of people have removed themselves from it. And I totally get it, you know. Let people be and let people do what they want to do. Let people live life. It's not that serious, it's not that deep. But yeah, this just like a little update video, I guess. Let me know how you all feel about trimming your hair. How often do you trim your hair? Do you think 3 to 4 times a year is enough? Should it be more? Should it be less? How do you feel about my updates to my 10 things I wish I knew before going natural? If you haven't watched that video, I'll link it down below. And make sure you like this video and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you in my next one.